All right. I think that we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the Lava RPC Provider Town Hall. I'm Justina. I am very excited to be doing this session today because it is the first time that we are doing the Lava RPC Provider Town Hall on Lava YouTube channel. So we are going to get started in a second. And as always, I'm gonna give everyone just a few more minutes to jump in because we just shared the links to the live stream everywhere. So maybe 3 more minutes for everyone to get set up. And yeah, in the meantime, please write in the comments if you can hear me, if you can see me, and say hi to everyone. And we will dive into all of the content that I have prepared for you today very, very shortly. So I will be back in 2 or 3 minutes and we will dive into all of the content right away. All right, I think we can kick this off. It is so great to see so many familiar names in the chat, and so great to see you here on YouTube. So once again, hello everyone, and welcome to the Lava RPC Town Hall for the first time on the Lava YouTube channel. I saw quite a few new subscribers. So I would encourage everyone to subscribe to the channel as well right away, because we are going to have more of such events on Lava YouTube channel going forward. And also we are going to share more technical content here with you. including tutorials, deep dives, and things like that. So I think we will use this medium more often going forward. So yeah, my name is Justina. I am a developer relations engineer here at Lava. And today I will be your host for the next 45 minutes, more or less. We are going to cover all of the updates that I wanted to share with you. We have quite a lot of recent announcements, and I wanted to make sure that we can cover them in detail. So this is what we are going to do today. And if you are new to Lava RPC Town Hall events, just a very quick intro. Lava RPC Town Hall is an event that we do every month now. We are doing them live here on YouTube. And these events are dedicated to covering all of the most important news and updates that are relevant to the Lava RPC provider ecosystem. So that includes all of the technical updates, all of the ecosystem updates, any other important news. And also, we are going to dedicate more time today and also in the future for deep dives into relevant topics. At times, they will be recent announcements and important updates that Lava RPC providers should be aware of. But also, we will have deep dives into relevant topics for RPC providers, for example, metrics, optimization strategies, and things like that. And if you are not a Lava RPC provider just yet, you are still very welcome here because these events are open to everyone. So everyone is welcome to jump in and listen in, regardless if you are a node operator, if you are a developer building on Lava, or if you are completely new to the Lava community. Welcome. I'm sure you will learn something useful today. And yeah, great to have you here. And most importantly, throughout this session, I would really love to hear from you. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if you have ideas that you would like to share, drop everything in the chat of this stream. And I will make sure that I will either cover as many questions as I can at the end of the session in the Q&A. But if we don't have enough time, I will definitely cover everything offline on Discord or Telegram. And if you miss any of the details that I will share in this live stream, don't worry. One of the reasons why we switched to YouTube for Lava RPC provider town hall events because we want to make sure that there is a recording that you can always go back to and watch. So this session today as well will be available as a recording right after the live stream ends. And also I will share a summary of everything that we are going to cover today on Discord and Telegram as well. Specifically, you can check out the technical updates and RPC provider channels on Discord, and you will see the summaries there. I'm gonna, in general, share summaries every 2 weeks for the latest updates and everything that is happening in the Lava community. So yeah, I have the chat right in front of me. I can see everything. So yeah, if you have questions or comments or just want to share good vibes, please share everything with me. I would like to have this session interactive so that it's not just me speaking all the time. So I think now we are ready to look into the agenda. Let's look at that, shall we? And well, the agenda is actually very comprehensive and simple, but it's packed with a lot of, I think, useful information for all of the Lava RPC providers. So first, we will start with a deep dive into the Lava Network Assistance Fund. We will cover everything from what it is, what does it mean, how does it work, why it is important to the Lava contributor community, and also why it is important to Lava RPC providers. And after that, I will cover one of the latest announcements that we shared, which is the Lava network chain migration. If you are part of Lava Discord or Telegram, you probably saw some of the updates regarding this. So I would like to spend some time really getting into the weeds of what exactly is happening, what are we migrating, um, how you as a Lava RPC provider can prepare, and specifically what do you have to do today to be ready for the actual migration. And at the end, I will have some time for the Q&A. I do have some questions that I got asked over the last few days, so I will cover them. And then also, if there are any questions in the chat throughout the stream, I will make sure to include at least some of them depending on the time. And yeah, I'll try to cover as much of the useful things for you as possible. Okay, I think it is time to start with the first topic. So we have just announced the Lava Assistance Fund. This is an announcement that we made just about a week ago, I believe, and it was first announced in the Staking Summit in Dubai. And I'm very excited to cover that in more detail. So if you have been part of the Lava ecosystem for a while, you probably know that since the beginning, Lava has been all about building and providing a very strong and ultra-reliable RPC infrastructure. And the team has been doing a lot of great work towards that mission. Over the past year, things evolved a lot. And of course, Lava RPC providers are at the heart of that, because at the end of the day, you are providing that RPC service. And with all of this, we have been aiming to ensure that dApps and other projects, AI agents, enterprises, that they can have access to data in a very easy and seamless manner. And today, with the Lava Assistance Fund, we are making the next steps in making sure that all of the network activities are aligned and streamlined, and that we have a very streamlined and unified way in how network contributors are being rewarded for the work that they do, and that they are incentivized to provide the best service that they can possibly provide. So the Lava Assistance Fund's core purpose is to coordinate the network activity and strengthen the performance, reliability, and incentive alignment within the Lava network. And that includes a lot of different things, from improving the user experience, improving for the users, improving developer experience for developers that are building using Lava RPC, but also ensuring that service providers or network contributors like RPC providers, validators, stakers, restakers, that they are rewarded in a fair and very transparent and clear way, and that we can foster and grow the Lava network contributor community. So more specifically, Lava Assistance Fund is a coordination layer. I will make this bigger so that it's easier for you to read all of the details. It's a coordination layer that coordinates all of the network activities, like pool incentives, subscriptions, sponsorships, into a sort of unified rewards pool, all settled in Lava. And by doing so, giving greater utility to the Lava token. The primary goal of why Assistance Fund has been established is to support the transition into this unified incentive system. And then in the future, it will be used to ensure that going forward, all protocol activity is aligned around a single token, Lava. So From now on, Assistance Fund will operate entirely in Lava, and it will provide a consistent and transparent mechanism for network coordination, contributor rewards, and partner interactions. I also have a small illustration to illustrate a little bit better what Assistance Fund does and where it fits into the whole network. So again, the core purpose of Lava Assistance Fund is to coordinate the network activity and align incentives using the Lava token. So the protocol activity here means that, for example, we might have sponsorships, which are external partnerships and coordination packages between different projects and Lava. And all of these collaborations will be settled in Lava and managed through the fund. Then you are probably aware with the incentive pools, which are sponsored by different chains that would like to be supported on Lava and onboard amazing RPC providers like you to serve RPC for their chain. Those chains, they sponsor incentive pools in their native tokens most of the time. And Lava Assistance Fund will make sure that these tokens are routed through the fund, and it will ensure that contributors are rewarded in Lava tokens. And subscriptions as well, those are packages that developers or in general any type of consumer can purchase to access Lava RPC. And in the future, we are going to make some improvements and in general develop subscriptions even more. And Lava Assistance Fund will ensure that all of these deals as well are signed and settled in Lava. And on top of that, of course, another very important part of Lava Assistance Fund is making sure that all of these incentives, all of these rewards, that they are distributed to network contributors in a very transparent and clear and fair manner. And those network contributors are, of course, RPC providers, validators, stakers, restakers, and basically everyone that is part of the Lava contributor community. It's very important to understand that Lava Assistance Fund at the core is all about alignment. And this slide here is aiming to represent to you a little bit better as well how closely all of the different participants of the network are collaborating because we have blockchains that need RPC access, then there are dApps that are building using the RPC. And at the end of the day, they need good service. They need a high quality of service for data access. And network contributors of Lava, providers, validators, stakers, restakers, they all play a very important role in providing that service. So there is this kind of positive feedback loop that is currently ongoing. So the better the service that is provided by network contributors, the happier the dApps and blockchains are that need that RPC access. And the more they are contributing to the Lava Assistance Fund, which makes sure that all of these contributions and all of these rewards then end up being distributed to the network contributors again. So at the end of the day, all of this is also aimed at powering and accelerating the growth of the Lava contributor community, and also making sure that anyone that needs access, anyone that needs RPC for their application, and that can be anything from a dApp to AI agent to an enterprise that can easily tap into the Lava infrastructure. And there is a very clear way of how they can contribute to the Lava Assistance Fund and access the service. The core change that you will see very soon as a Lava RPC provider that will be a result of the Lava Assistance Fund is that on the 17th of May, we are ending the, as I call it, Lava month, and the new month of incentives will start. And because all of them will now be coordinated by the Lava Assistance Fund, you will notice that the rewards that you will get, they will be all powered by Lava token. So you will see that in just a few days. So that will be the main change from the Lava Assistance Fund immediately. And in the future, you will probably hear us mentioning lots of other new initiatives, and all of these things as well will be anything that is related to rewards and sponsorships, subscriptions, and everything else. It will be coordinated by the Lava Assistance Fund going forward as well. So you will constantly hear some updates about that. All right, I'm just quickly checking the chat before jumping to another topic. Yeah, there is a good question about the sell pressure on the Lava token. Like, at the end of the day, all of this work that we are doing right now, and in general, what Lava is about is about providing strong infrastructure. And the primary reason of why Lava token exists today is because it fuels the Lava ecosystem. It's a utility token, so we are strongly focusing on making sure that the token utility is very clear, and that it is being used for powering the network. So we believe that in the future as well, that will just get stronger with all of the things that we do, and as well with all of the great service that RPC providers are providing, and the same for validators and other network contributors. And that's why the Lava Assistance Fund is actually really focused on making sure that we can foster the Lava contributor community, which ties directly into strengthening the Lava token utility. So that's how we look at it today. All right, I think those were all of the questions right now, and also thank you so much for all of the really sweet messages in the chat so far. So I will switch gears now. This is the intro for the Lava Assistance Fund, and now I would like to dive into the second topic that I would like to cover today, which is the migration that we announced just a few days ago. I would say it was towards the end of last week. We shared some of the messages with providers on Telegram and Discord. And this is the a big update for Lava, because we are preparing for migration of most of the Lava testnet chains, and we want to migrate them to Lava mainnet. So I would like to cover why that is happening, and what will be the result, and what do you have to do as a Lava RPC provider to get ready for that. So let me quickly find the slides that I wanted to show, and I will make my screen a bit bigger so that it's easy to read for you. All right, so again, you have been witnessing that Lava RPC infrastructure has grown rapidly over the past year. There was so much improvement that happened, and the network grew so much, and now Lava supports dozens of chains and supports billions of transactions. It's really great. I'm so happy every time I get to check Lava stats, because we do get a lot of requests, and all of them, of course, are handled by the Lava RPC provider. So you're doing an amazing job. And we want to make sure that going forward, we can easily maintain network integrity, and that we can streamline resource allocation. So we are consolidating our focus on chains with with active participation and with clear user demand and traffic. So what this means is that we are focusing on chains that actively contribute to Lava ecosystem and that can ensure that contributor rewards are distributed based on the actual usage. So in the past, we had quite a lot of chains that were supported on Lava testnet, but were not supported just yet on Lava mainnet, or vice versa. So with all of this migration, we want to make sure that we do the cleanup in a way so that everything is clearer for the community and Lava RPC providers for what chains you can support. Of course, we want to make sure that we optimize the network resources and we improve the service reliability. And we also want to make sure that providers that support chains, all of the chains, that they are rewarded for that work, because we all know that it's not cheap to run the servers for the nodes. So we want to make sure that if Lava RPC providers are supporting specific chains, they can earn the rewards. It wasn't really possible to do that for chains that were only on Lava testnet. So with this migration, we are enabling a possibility for providers to be rewarded for all of the work that they do, not just some of it. And because we want to make sure that we are focused and that we optimize the network and the resources, we are selecting the chains that will be supported on Lava network going forward. And I will cover all of the details, and you will see that there are some changes that will happen for some of the chains going forward. So this is the why. And now I would like to cover the what. So exactly what chains are being migrated and all of the details around that. So short summary before I dive into the table with all of the details. So the vast majority of the chains that were currently supported on Lava testnet will be migrated to Lava mainnet. But of course, we also applied the filter of the demand for specific chains and also how they contribute to the Lava ecosystem growth and things like that. We also want to still maintain the strong testing environment. So there will be some chains, of course, that will stay on the Lava testnet, but we reduce the number significantly and we will keep only 5 of them. And some of the chains will be deprecated. They will be deprecated on the mainnet. They will be deprecated on the testnet as well. And this is all related to demand and the actual usage of the chains. So now I would like to open a table and walk you through with all of the details of what is going to happen. Just a quick check if you can actually see it. Okay, you should be. All right, so I will focus on this section first. So which chains will be supported on Lava mainnet? This is all after the migration is complete, what you will see on the Lava mainnet. So we will still have chains like Near, both mainnet and testnet, Arbitrum, both mainnet and testnet, same for Starknet, Movement, Cosmos Hub, Axelar. They both mainnets and testnets, they will be available and supported on Lava mainnet. And they have existing RPC pools, so incentives for these chains will stay as they are, except for the big change that all of these rewards will now be powered by the Lava token. The other chains that will be either migrated to Lava or updated in general will be Lava mainnet. It has been on Lava mainnet for a while, but the big change is that now it will also have an incentive pool, which will be funded by Lava Foundation. The same will apply to chains like Ethereum, mainnet, and also Sepolia, Hoskai. Then same will apply to Base, mainnet and testnet, Optimism, Binance Chain, Polygon, Hyperliquid, Solana, mainnets and testnets. They will be available on the Lava mainnet. And same thing applies here, that all of these chains will have Lava Foundation provided and funded incentive pools. I will cover all of the details about the amounts, but at first I just wanted to cover the key chains that will be available on all of the networks. And also on the Lava mainnet, we still have Filecoin. Filecoin currently is incentivized through the Lava Foundation subsidy, which is an initiative that Lava Foundation started to continue the rewards for the chains that previously had incentive campaigns, but when they ended, Lava Foundation runs them, and when those incentive campaigns end, Lava Foundation provides the subsidy for up to 3 months for the mainnet chains, and one-off subsidy for the testnet chain. So Filecoin currently is on the last month of these rewards, and when it passes, we will update what will be happening with the Filecoin. But probably it will be we'll have a look at the usage, and we will see if we will have to apply some rate limits, and if we will continue the support for Filecoin on Lava mainnet. Now, testnet. I mentioned that we will, of course, still keep some of the chains on the Lava testnet. Specifically, we will keep 5 of them. And those chains will be Near, Ethereum, Solana, mainnets. We will have Lava testnet, and we will have Aptos. So those 5 chains will provide a strong testing environment for Lava. Whenever we need to test some features or something like that, it will be strong and enough to do the testing. So if you are currently supporting these chains on a Lava testnet, it would be great if you would continue to do so as well. And now I will quickly cover the list of deprecated chains. As you can see, it's quite long, and it's long because it's the chains that are on Lava mainnet, and some of them are on Lava testnet that will simply not be there. They will either move to the Lava mainnet based on the details that I just covered, or they will be deprecated. And that deprecation will start after the 18th of May, so fairly soon. So there are chains on the mainnet that we will be deprecating, like Blast, Fuse, Celo, Avalanche, Evmos, Stargaze. And then on the testnet, we have chains like Cosmos Hub, Base, Optimism, Polygon, Celo, Canto, Blast, Berachain. You will be able to access this list in the blog post that we will be sharing a little bit later on Lava blog. But yeah, some of these chains will simply be moving to the mainnet, for example, Base, and they will not be available on testnet anymore. But others, like for example, Berachain, will be deprecated from the testnet as well, and they will not be moving to the mainnet. So those are the details about what is being migrated and where. And now I would like to quickly cover the rewards. I believe I have a slide for the rewards as well, so I'll quickly switch to my slides. So the plan is that all of the existing incentivized pools will stay as they are, except that they will be powered by Lava. All of the chains that we are migrating to Lava mainnet will be incentivized with Lava Foundation incentivized pools for up to 6 months. And now I would like to show you a breakdown of exactly how much all of the chains will be incentivized by. So I'll switch to this window here. This table as well is available in the same document. You will have access to it. So the chains that currently have existing RPC pools, nothing changes regarding the amounts. They are set as they are, and they will stay. They will just be powered by Lava. The chains that will be migrated are all here. So you can see maybe some tendencies. Most of the mainnet chains, for example, Ethereum, Base, Optimism, Binance, Polygon, Hyperliquid, sorry, not Hyperliquid, no, it's a bit of an exception, but Solana, they all be incentivized with 25,000 Lava monthly rewards. And the vast majority of the testnet chains that will be migrated, for example, Ethereum Sepolia, Wholesky, Base, Optimism, Polygon, Hyperliquid, they will be incentivized with 5,000 Lava every month. And now a few exceptions to this trend. We have Lava mainnet, which will be incentivized with 20,000 Lava tokens every month, and Hyperliquid with 15,000 Lava tokens every month. And Solana testnet will be incentivized with 10,000 Lava tokens every month, because it's a pretty big chain to support. So we want to make sure that providers are rewarded for that fairly. So this specific test chain will have a little bit higher rewards than other test chains. So this is the breakdown of the rewards, and all of these incentive pools will be live and available on the 17th of May. And this is a very great segue for me to switch to my slides, because I would like to speak about the timeline. So the timeline is as follows. By May 16th, it is very important that all RPC providers finish the setup and the migration, which means that you should be setting up the nodes and configuring the providers to run on the mainnet for the chains that you are currently running on the testnet. Of course, with the exception that maybe you have been supporting some chains that will be deprecated, but the ones that are migrating to mainnet, you should be prepared for that. We do ask, though, to keep the testnet providers running until we finalize the migration, just to make the migration smooth and so that there is no disruption for the service. But as you can see, the timeline for everything is fairly tight, so it will be just a few days, because on the 17th of May, foundation incentivized pools will be topped up, they will be ready, they will be available for all of the providers that will be supporting the chains that will migrate. And on the 18th of May, our team will start migration of the traffic from testnet to mainnet. And we will let you know when the migration happens, so that you can start taking down the testnet nodes and testnet providers. And starting with the 19th of May, we will start the deprecation of the chains that I mentioned that will be deprecated. Maybe it will not happen all at once, but it will be a fairly quick process. We would like to be efficient with all of the changes going forward. So what exactly do you have to do today if you are a Lava RPC provider? So as I have mentioned, it's important that you start your updates to your setup and the nodes, and that you start setting up the nodes and the provider processes on Lava mainnet for the supported chains. I believe I saw some questions about some of the chains that there are some potential errors. I'll make sure that we address them as soon as possible. And also during this time, for the next few days, we ask you to keep the testnet providers running until we migrate the traffic and we ensure that the transition is smooth. And once you are complete with the migration, once we migrate the traffic, all providers that are servicing the chains on the Lava mainnet will be eligible for the rewards. And all of the reward distribution will be just like we have for all of the other incentivized pools. It will be based on quality of service and things like that. So it will be exactly the same approach. But wait, there is more. We have more things that we are trying to do to make it easier for the Lava RPC providers to support the chains. And one thing that we are doing right now, and it's a change that we already implemented, is that we want to reduce the burden to support the chains on Lava mainnet. And as a result, we updated the minimum stake and we reduced it, and we made it even, so that for all of the chains, the minimum required stake is 5,000 Lava tokens. In the past, we had some chains that had minimum required stake much higher. It was 15,000 Lava tokens, and now all of them will be capped at 5. So if you have been running some of the chains that had a higher minimum stake than 5,000 Lava, you will be able to either, of course, keep that self stake if you prefer, or take it and support more chains on Lava, possibly. And also, we have been spending quite a bit of time looking into the reward distribution and how the rewards flow to different network contributors. And we did quite a bit of analysis and some data modeling. And we want to make sure that RPC providers are rewarded fairly and that they get the fair amount of rewards from the entire pool of the rewards. So we highly recommend that now that we are making all of these changes and you have to update your providers, that you set the provider commission to 60%. I have another slide a little bit later. I will cover more details, but based on our calculations, this would increase the amount of rewards that providers get, while not disrupting the overall rewards flow, and the impact on the overall APR for restaking will be minimal. So I have a few more slides with the numbers, so I'll cover them. But now, as you make those changes, we highly encourage you to update the commission. Very quickly, how about the endpoints? We got some questions about that as well. So the current plan is that for all of the chains that will be migrated to the mainnet, they will have the public endpoints available. And chains that are going to be deprecated, endpoints will still exist during the migration, but after that, they will be rate limited or eventually deprecated as well. So just a heads up, we are going to inform most of the developers that we can about the changes coming as well, so that they are prepared there as well. Okay, we have just a few more minutes, and I have a few questions from the Q&A that I wanted to cover. So just a little bit more details about the rationale behind 60% recommended commission. So as I've mentioned, we did a thorough analysis, and we looked into the numbers, and we want to make sure that active contributors like RPC providers get meaningful and proportional share of the rewards. And based on our calculations, if all providers increase their commission from 50% to 60%, the impact for restaking APR will be minimal, approximately less than 2.6%. So we would encourage you to do that change now as you are updating your chains, and hopefully that will lead in more rewards that you get as a Lava RPC provider. Another question that I got was, is there an ETA for subscriptions? So subscriptions as a feature has been implemented on Lava for a while now, but it's not really available for general public just yet. So we do have some plans for subscriptions. There will be some updates coming for the subscription models, how they function, how their availability and things like that. But we don't have a set ETA just yet. Once we have it, I will definitely let you know. But for now, this is something that we are looking into, something that we are working on, and hopefully there will be updates on that very soon. And then another question from today. I think NEAR will end this month. Are there any news about the renewal, and what else will expire this month? Well, NEAR has been extended until September. with 1,500 NIR per month. Once again, don't forget, Lava Assistance Fund will distribute these rewards in Lava. There is also Cosmos Hub extension for 3 months as well. And what I mentioned previously is that Filecoin is on the last month of foundation subsidy rewards. So that will be one of the key things that will expire very soon. And then, of course, there are a lot of chains that will be deprecated as well. So all of this is related. And another question was, is rate limiting feature available on Lava P binary already? So it's not yet functional. I will hopefully have more updates on that in the next town hall or in one of the updates that I will share on Discord or Telegram. But for now, it's not yet fully completed based on the intended functionality for the feature. So that is all. That is all that I had prepared for you today. I know it's a lot, a lot of information, but I really hope that you found it useful. If you have more questions, please add them to Discord and Telegram. And I see that there are more questions in the chat. What I will do, I will collect all of them, and I will respond to all of them and post answers to all of these questions on Telegram and Discord so that you have those answers. And this is all. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for great comments and also, of course, questions in the chat. And I will see you all in a month from now. Next time, we will also have some deep dives to cover. And if you want to hear more about specific topics, also let me know. I'm available on Telegram. I'm available on Slack. I am available on Discord, Twitter, everywhere. So you can tag me and share all of your ideas with me so that we can cover the topics that really matter to you. So thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you all in a month.